Beyonce's fans should be upset. They've been being gaslit and financially abused.
Went deep. Like, I done sat down with kinetic scientists, and she's my enemy from a former life.
Well, she doesn't really know him. She has no knowledge of him. She doesn't have a picture with him. I'm used to people being in outrage of my commentary, my opinions.
They would have forced an investigation, and somebody would have asked him some real questions until he cried.
Everyone knew he was the devil. He's been the devil for 30 years.
It's just funny because people love creating chaos, but they don't like dealing with the ramifications of it.
He was selected to be the demon that he is, to keep the culture in line.
Why would you hide that from the culture if you cared about the culture? You can't, because you don't want...
I've seen what they do, the ritualistic behaviors, the drugging.
In the glittering world of music, where dazzling lights and chart-topping hits reign supreme, how much of what we see is genuine and how much is carefully constructed illusion? What if the empires built by our biggest icons were founded on secrets? Whispers in the dark and unseen power plays? A storm is brewing in the industry, and at its center are three titans: Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy. For years, they've stood untouchable, shaping culture and amassing fortunes. But now, a fearless voice is rising from the shadows, threatening to expose what she claims is the dark underbelly of their success. Industry insider Jaguar Wright has never been one to hold back, and her latest bombshell allegations are sending shockwaves through the entertainment world, promising to unravel a web of power, control, and perhaps even something far more sinister. Get ready, because the story you're about to hear might just change how you see the kings and queens of the music industry forever. Jaguar Wright isn't just throwing stones, she's launching a full-scale assault on the carefully crafted image of Queen Bey herself. According to Wright, Beyoncé's meteoric rise to superstardom wasn't simply the result of extraordinary talent and relentless hard work. Instead, she alleges a much darker narrative lies beneath the surface, one involving secret rituals and sacrifices. Imagine a world where the pursuit of fame and fortune leads to clandestine dealings, whispered oaths, and perhaps even something far more unsettling. Wright claims that Beyoncé's father, Matthew Knowles, played a pivotal role in orchestrating this alleged ascent, utilizing means far beyond the public eye to ensure his daughter reached the pinnacle of success. Sacrifices, witchcraft, and shadowy industry power plays. These are the explosive accusations being hurled into the spotlight, and if that weren't enough to grab your attention, Wright further claims that when she began to shine a light on these alleged secrets, Beyoncé herself issued a stern warning. What could this warning have been? A legal threat? A behind-the-scenes intimidation tactic? The exact nature remains shrouded in mystery, but the very suggestion of it adds another layer of intrigue to this already explosive story, hinting at the immense power and lengths some might go to protect their carefully constructed empires. While the allegations against Beyoncé are shocking, they don't exist in a vacuum. Looming large over the entire industry is the unfolding legal drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. The music mogul, once a seemingly untouchable figure, is now facing a barrage of serious accusations, from sex trafficking and racketeering to kidnapping and bribery. His once formidable empire appears to be crumbling before our very eyes. But what does this have to do with Beyoncé and Jay-Z? According to Jaguar Wright, the connections run deep. She suggests that Diddy, Jay-Z, and Beyoncé aren't just casual acquaintances or business partners. They are key players in a much larger, interconnected network of control and manipulation within the music world. Think of it like a carefully constructed house of cards. If one card falls, could the entire structure be at risk? Wright has specifically claimed that Diddy played a significant role in introducing Beyoncé to Jay-Z, setting in motion one of the most powerful partnerships in entertainment history. But she hints that this wasn't a simple introduction. Instead, she alleges that it was a calculated move, a strategic alliance where deals were struck, power was exchanged, and Beyoncé's career was meticulously shaped behind closed doors. If the grave allegations against Diddy prove to be true, it begs the question, how deep does this network of influence really go? And what did Jay-Z and Beyoncé know about it? The implications could be far-reaching, potentially exposing a side of the music industry that few have dared to acknowledge. The whispers surrounding Beyonce take an even more bizarre and unsettling turn with the resurfacing of witchcraft allegations. Back in 2018, a former drummer of Beyonce's, Kimberly Thompson, filed for a restraining order against the singer, making the outlandish claim that Beyonce was using extreme witchcraft to control her, sabotage her career, and even harm her pet. While these claims were widely dismissed at the time as being far-fetched, Jaguar Wright is now bringing them back into the spotlight, suggesting there might be more to the story than initially believed. Wright implies that Beyonce's ascent involved more than just talent and hard work, hinting at sacrifices and the potential involvement of her father in securing her success through methods unknown to the public. It's a wild accusation, but the fact that it even reached the level of legal proceedings raises eyebrows. Adding another layer of unease to the narrative surrounding Beyonce and Jay-Z is the resurfacing of a chilling account involving Rihanna. Most see Jay-Z as a hip-hop mogul and Beyonce's supportive husband, but rumors about his past dealings, particularly with Rihanna, have persisted for years. When Rihanna was just 16 years old, Jay-Z signed her to Def Jam, while he's often credited with launching her career. Some industry insiders have described their early relationship as concerning. A particularly unsettling moment resurfaced in a podcast discussion featuring an old interview clip of Rihanna. In the clip, Rihanna recounts her first meeting with Jay-Z, admitting she was nervous and shaking. Then came the part that sent shivers down many spines. Rihanna recalled Jay-Z telling her, "There are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. The audience in the interview reacted with visible discomfort, some laughing nervously, but the underlying message was clear. This wasn't just a joke. A young girl was flown to a foreign country, brought into a grown man's office alone, and seemingly presented with an ultimatum. The fact that Rihanna's father only arrived the next day to collect the check adds another layer of discomfort to this already disturbing picture. While Rihanna has never publicly accused Jay-Z of any wrongdoing, her subsequent distancing from him and the establishment of her own independent empire with Fenty has led many to speculate if she sought to break free from his early influence. These unsettling echoes from the past paint a potentially darker picture of the power dynamics at play behind the glamorous facade of the music industry. Beneath the surface of chart-topping hits and carefully managed public appearances lie whispers of hidden relationships that could further complicate the narrative. One of the most enduring rumors involves Beyonce and dancehall superstar Sean Paul. Their 2003 collaboration, Baby Boy, was a massive hit, dominating the Billboard charts for weeks. Yet something peculiar happened. They rarely performed the song together. According to insiders, Beyonce was allegedly concerned that public appearances would fuel speculation about a rumored affair between them. Sean Paul himself has even hinted at a deeper connection, once expressing in an interview that he wished their relationship had developed further. While concrete proof of a romantic entanglement remains elusive, the limited joint performances of such a successful song have fueled speculation for years. Could this have been a carefully orchestrated move to protect Beyoncé's image, perhaps even at the behest of those pulling the strings behind the scenes? Adding another layer to the complex web of relationships is Jaguar Wright's assertion of a disturbing pattern in Jay-Z's dealings. She claims that Jay-Z has a history of using people to climb the ladder of success before ultimately discarding them once they've served their purpose. Wright points to the case of DeHaven, a childhood friend who was instrumental in Jay-Z's early hustling days, but was later seemingly cut off. Then there's the tragic story of Big L, a talented rapper who was mysteriously murdered before achieving mainstream success, with Wright suggesting that Jay-Z absorbed his style and capitalized on it. Perhaps one of the most prominent examples is Dame Dash, the co-founder of Rockefeller Records and a key ally in Jay-Z's early empire building. Once they had achieved significant success together, Jay-Z allegedly turned on Dame, seizing full control of their business and leaving Dame in the dust. Jaguar Wright has even gone as far as to suggest that Jay-Z stole his life and identity. If this alleged pattern of using and discarding is indeed accurate, it raises a crucial question. Was Beyoncé's own rise to fame part of this same blueprint? Was she strategically positioned and elevated, perhaps with the help of Diddy only, for Jay-Z to later consolidate his own power and influence within their partnership? It's a chilling thought that casts a potentially different light on one of music's most iconic power couples. For years, Beyonce and Jay-Z have cultivated an image of almost impenetrable power and control. They've largely remained silent in the face of rumors and controversies, allowing their immense success to speak for itself. But something has shifted. Reports are now surfacing that their legal team has stepped in to directly address Jaguar Wright's recent explosive allegations, particularly those made during her appearance on Piers Morgan Uncensored. This marks a significant departure from their usual strategy of non-engagement, and it begs the question, why now? When you unleash the lawyers, you're not just denying accusations. You're actively attempting to control the narrative, to silence dissenting voices, and to protect a carefully constructed image. So what is it about Jaguar Wright's claims that has finally prompted this forceful response? For years, Wright has been vocal about the alleged dark side of the music industry, but her recent statements naming Beyonce and Jay-Z directly, accusing them of being monsters, seem to have crossed a line. The fact that Piers Morgan himself issued a public apology shortly after the interview aired suggests the gravity of Wright's accusations and the potential legal pressure that followed. Why is this different? Why is this the moment they've decided to push back so publicly? Some speculate that Wright's allegations are hitting too close to the truth, perhaps tapping into long-whispered rumors and anxieties within the industry. The downfall of Diddy and the potential exposure of a wider network of influence might be creating a domino effect, threatening to topple the carefully balanced power structure that Beyonce and Jay-Z have so meticulously built. Their decision to fight back now could be a sign of genuine concern, a move to preempt further damaging revelations, and a clear message to anyone else considering speaking out. So, where does all of this leave us? We've journeyed through a labyrinth of explosive allegations, from claims of secret rituals and witchcraft surrounding Beyoncé's ascent to power, to the unsettling portrayal of Jay-Z's early dealings with the young Rihanna and his alleged pattern of using and discarding those around him. We've seen the shadow of Diddy's legal troubles looming large, potentially exposing a network of influence that reaches the highest echelons of the music industry. And finally, we've witnessed the rare move of Beyonce and Jay-Z reportedly fighting back legally against Jaguar Wright's accusations, a move that speaks volumes in its departure from their usual silence. Is Jaguar Wright a truth-teller, courageously exposing the dark underbelly of an industry built on carefully guarded secrets? Or is this merely another chapter in the endless cycle of celebrity drama and speculation? The truth, as always, likely lies somewhere in the murky middle. What is undeniable is that the carefully constructed images of these music icons are facing unprecedented scrutiny. The walls may indeed be closing in, and the carefully orchestrated narratives they've cultivated for years are being challenged like never before. Are we finally getting a glimpse behind the curtain of one of the most powerful empires in music history? Or will the secrets and power plays continue to remain hidden in the shadows? We want to know what you think. Do you believe there's any validity to Jaguar Wright's claims? What does the reported legal pushback from Beyonce and Jay-Z signify to you? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the entertainment industry, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next investigation. Thanks for watching.